The science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson, April the 9th, 2019. We're live on Pegasus on Channel 13, Spectrum TV Cable Network. Yes, we're in the studio, and you can call in. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on the discussion tonight. Area code 607-272-0319. But if you miss tonight live, you can pick our broadcast up 6 days a week. Hey, we work around your schedule. So, hey, you can pick us up at any time, or we can send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet. Hey, you can get the show. We're on all the social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Twitter. Hey, Instagram, you can get us. So, hey, we have a YouTube channel. The show is there for you. We send it to people all around the world. Whoever want a link, we'll send them a direct link. And from there, hey, you can have all of the shows. What we said in the past is happening right up until this day. And what's going on right now? We told you about it, and it's happening. So, hey, don't miss it, because they won't tell you the truth. We will. I want to give shout outs to my grandkids, Storm and Sunshine. Also, I want to give shout outs to those that we contact and stay in contact with. Sunshine from Baltimore, Maryland. Rosedar S. from New York, New York. Kendra H. Jasmine from Syria. Pimplia from Australia. MSVVS, she's in London now. She's been going to Paris, everywhere. We also have Andrea Rachi. She's from Japan. And hey, that woman is, she's making sure that she's doing what she have to do, okay? And I don't blame her. Also, Senna from Turkey, she's at Cornell University getting her PhD. Also, Emily, can't forget Emily. She also Cornell, getting her PhD. Well, she might have hers already, because she's in photography, filming. So, hey, Emily, we letting you know that, hey, guess what? Stay on track and stay on the train. Also, those that get a direct link from us, Ben, that we saw here, and he took it to France. Also, Sophia, crew of ours, she's in Peru. I guess she's making her way back around the Horn, coming back here. So we letting her know that we miss her, and she's from Cornell, and keep up the good work. Also, Irene, a crew member, she also is in London, okay, taking up communications and television. Hey, the same thing, what we do here. They go off and get their skills and come on back. And that's what we are proud that they do, and get what they need in their career. So, hey, we are here to help you, and that's what we do. Also, Jasmine and all the other people that, Lisa, Ray, we just letting y'all know that, hey, we giving you a shout out, and we ain't forgot you. Chela, she stays on my phone. I'm letting her know that, no hard feelings. Do you, because you already know we are doing what it takes. So, hey, this is what we do. So all of those that subscribe to our YouTube channel, and those we send direct links to, those that moved on, we let you know, do you. Only you can make it. Success, you can make it happen. You must make it happen. So, hey, this is what we do. Also here with me in the studio, live, co-host, Milton, Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, Stan?
Good.
All right. I gotta get a little shout out because my grandson asked me to pump him up. All right, Key Money, Lil Marcus, and Sierra, and Big Marcus, and Miss Marcus. Hey, up there in Nova Scotia, we got you. All right, I didn't forget you. I got you, and we'll make sure you be able to get the show. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this world today. All right, so all of y'all need to be careful in the things that you do, where you go. Things are happening at a rapid speed and nobody's really paying attention. All right, now Mr. Trump done had all of this thing shut down, You're sitting up here talking Mr. Trump, you're talking about, see, I call him Mr. Trump, trying not to be what I want to call him. But you got the government shut down, and you talking about how you got it for veterans, how they, you so much into what the veterans did, and you appreciate what we do. Oh, that's right, I'm a veteran. And the whole thing about what I got to say to you is this here. You're knocking a lot of veterans down, all right, the ones that was just getting on their feet. You're knocking them down, okay? So don't sit there and tell me how you appreciate what veterans do, because if you did, you wouldn't have the government in such turmoil, because you want a wall that's not going to really benefit anybody or anything. So for all the veterans out there, all right, to understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, hey, Mr. Trump, why don't you release that and let everybody go back to work and pay the people? You want people to work for nothing. You didn't work for nothing. You ain't working for nothing.
That's right.
You getting paid.
That's right.
So let everybody else get paid. All right? That's the way I see it.
That's right.
I'm a veteran.
Because if Congress and the president and all of them wasn't getting paid and the government be shut down, they would have came to a solution
Quickly.
overnight, that they made sure that they would get their paycheck, okay? So listen here, we are trying to tell you, don't be fooled and don't be deceived by these people, okay? Because they are shutting the thing down for a wall, but they are getting paid and you are not. some of you are out of a job, okay? According to these things that I have here, that you out of a job, already you out of a job. And why are you out of a job? Because they put something in place, okay? And what they put in place, it knocks you out the box because it's been over 60 days, okay? And now it's, oh, well, we need younger people, we need somebody else, or that spot been gone too long. And so some of your jobs are done, they're gone. And how many? 2 million now? 2 million people? Maybe more. And we worrying about Venezuela, 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, and we got that just as much as that right here that's out of work. And I'm saying, what's happening with this? Okay? This is in turmoil. This ain't no presidency. I mean, if y'all knew that this man would do that, how many of y'all would vote for him? Raise your hand. Thank you. I know you wouldn't vote for him. Because if you knew, all right, that he had done this from the beginning, if you could see in a crystal ball, a map, okay, a vision, that he would shut this government down for 60 days or more, I know y'all wouldn't, electoral or nothing, y'all wouldn't never vote for him. Talk about the same party? Nah, because guess what? You're the same party that's out of a job in your party, okay? So that's crazy. So this man put a wall over you, over your children, over your rent, your mortgage, and over your life. He put a wall over you. Me, I wouldn't do it, okay? Because you telling me the creation of the King of Kings, of God, you put a wall. Now, what if he had did that to us? He put a wall over us and disregard human beings. We all would be messed up, okay? So you got a man putting, a commander-in-chief putting a wall over people, okay, over a human. And he's human himself, created out of dust, because that's where we all came from, dust. All right, and that's where we all going back to, dust to the ground, period. See, but this man put a wall over you. Y'all need to think about this, okay? And you got Congress in there, and everybody's getting their cash, and he's getting his money, and so this thing can go on. 90 days, 6 months, a year. You already heard what he said, a year. So you know he don't care nothing about y'all. That's a wrap, okay? And other people is trying to pump him up. Listen, they even try to get us to get in their political nonsense and like we are going for what he says. No, we're the people and we're telling you that he wrong. And we ain't going for what his nonsense is saying, okay? People need to work.
People need to be able to live.
Thank
and the whole
you.
thing about it is, he's not fixing it so you can live. I mean, when you sit there and look at it, all right? When you're in the grocery store and you're paying for your groceries, where's he at? He ain't with you. He ain't doing nothing for you. All right, so now what he gonna do? Give you food stamps? All right? Don't get me wrong. Everybody can use food stamps. But what's gonna happen when he cut those out? And that's coming. Okay, so you sit there and look at it. What did he do good as a president? Because he's telling you
Thank you.
and everybody else that he did so much. He's the best president there ever was. He is if you let him tell it.
Thank you.
All right? But I'm sitting here looking at, you ain't nowhere near
Thank you.
the best president I know.
Nowhere near. Nowhere.
So when it comes right down to it, and the whole thing about it was, all right, like the lawyer said, Commander-in-Chief, you don't shut the government down around Christmas and New Year's.
No, you don't.
All right? And that's what he did.
That's right.
So, you know what, I'm tired of talking about him already because that's how I feel about him.
Yeah, exactly. and this is what we're saying. We're saying, listen, you know, it's like, you got some man, this man's supposed to be leading the country, and this is a bad example, okay? That period. And then we looking at other countries, and we worrying about what they doing, and this and that. No, we just as worse as they are, okay? We ain't no better than them because what they doing, we're doing the same thing over here to our people as they doing to their people. They say Venezuelan is doing that. Well, guess what? We're doing the same thing over here too. So why you going over there messing with them? You need to be fixing up your own house. That's what you need to be doing because you ain't no better. They got 3 million. We got the same thing over here. 3 million. They out of a job. The people say they hungry. Well, these people over here saying the same thing. They hungry too. They need a job. They rent is done. They can't pay their rent. They on the street, okay? And you can't live in California. You can't live nowhere out there, and you ain't got no job. Two of them. They need. If it's a husband and wife, it's two of them, and they need a job. Both of them got to work. Because if one of them going out, one of them don't work, they're not gonna make it. Okay. And then if none of them is not working, then that's where they put all them tents and stuff out there because they are trying to. People are saying, hey, it went from home to tent, okay? I'm like, whoa, what's happening with that? It went from having a house to homeless. Whoa, what's happening with that? Come on, that's crazy.
When you mess around here and you fall down and you skin your knee, all right, and somebody in another country falls down and skin their knee, who do you put the Band-Aid on first? Okay? Think about that because that's what he's doing. He's not worrying about the people here. He's so busy trying to take care of somebody else. All right? Then ask yourself this question. Why is he taking care of them before he taking care of home? You always take care of home first.
It's always an agenda. Everybody got an agenda, and their agenda is not for us.
That's right.
And we're seeing it in the presidency. We're seeing it in the court system, judicial system. We're seeing it in the executive system. We've seen it everywhere, okay? All the way down to the gangs, the law enforcement. Everybody got their own agenda, and the agenda is the plot. The plot is against you, okay? You are the prey. And they got their agenda, and if you stay alive, you'll see it. If you stay alive, you'll see the plan. You'll see it, because it's going to come to you. And we'll bring it to you as we see it, as it unfolds, because it's unfolding.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
It's unfolding. Open up. And I'm telling you, I'm wet from heaven to up until this point here. Okay? I remember I was telling you last week, I was telling you about did God say about healing? Why a lot of people is sick? Why a lot of people is got all these diseases? Okay, and you got a whole bunch of church folks got them too, and everybody praying to that God they talk about. Okay, and he ain't healing them. You might get 1 out of 2, but it said in the Old Testament and in the New Testament it said when Jesus touched people, it said all of them got rid of the disease, all. And then also it was a key word in there. It said in those days. So it made me think, oh, so that day is over? So those days are over? So you mean tell me no people can't get healed now? And then I went back and did some research, and I told you I was coming back to you with this. He didn't say that. That's why people are not getting healed, because he didn't say it. And they said in Matthew 8:17, himself, okay, took what? Our infirmities and bore our sickness. Bore what sickness? What sickness? Because he ain't say it. They said, Isaiah said it. I went to Isaiah. Isaiah said he ain't say that. Isaiah said, well, he said on the cross, sorrow and grief that he took on that when this is what they did to him. And his folks was there. His mother and all his siblings and everybody else, they was grief. And they had sorrow that they hung this man. Okay? But it didn't say he took our infirmities and our sickness. It didn't say he took our diseases to that cross with him. Because if he did, we wouldn't have it. It would be up there with him. we wouldn't have it. I told you, and I told him, and I found it, and he couldn't say anything to me because I came with, and I searched the scripture, and I found it, okay? And I found it, and it was some scripture, one scripture. And see, I did not tell you that? People put stuff in there.
Gotta watch them.
I try to tell you, I know. And the scholars, they can call right now, okay? If they got the scripture, because they can't call and they can't tell you, because I know. I studied this thing. I studied the law and I studied the Bible, okay? And that's what I know. And I brought this to the King of Kings. He didn't say it. Somebody else said it. And Isaiah didn't say it either. That's why people ain't getting healed, all right? Because it said, when he touched people, it said all their diseases and their sickness was gone right then and there. And it said all. That means everybody. Right now, I don't see a whole bunch of people getting healed for nothing. I see a whole bunch of people with all kind of diabetes, this and that, arthritis. They got everything. Multiple sclerosis. Oh, they got it. And what happened? And these people in the church, okay? And ain't nobody being healed. What's up with this?
He's not here to touch them.
Because he ain't said it. That's why. He didn't take it to the cross. They need to get in the Bible. They listen to what some man said. Forget about that, because that man is a liar. That's like that scripture, Matthew 8:17. That's nowhere else in there, and Isaiah didn't say it. Now y'all go get in there and dig in there, and if you find it, call me. Bring it to me, because Isaiah didn't say it, okay? And Isaiah got 66 books in there, and he ain't say it in none of them books, okay? None of them chapters, he said it ain't in there. So you get on your horse. I told you I was coming back with it, and we got it.
Yep.
That's one thing. When I get on research, buddy, that's a done deal. And I got some more stuff, but I ain't going to give you that now because that ain't for this time. But what I told you, what I was going to give you, was that I'm going to find out about this sickness and this disease, and he ain't say it.
So you know what that means. Beware of false prophets.
That's right. He ain't say it. Because so many people are being sick. My grandmother died. She was sick. Okay? She was sick. No. Oh, well, this is what they feed you. Oh, well, their pain is gone because they went with the Lord. No, but they had torment down here.
That's right.
Get out of here. That ain't no. Get out of here. I'm not trying to hear that. That's some game. You know, that's. Oh, so you mean tell me I can live 100 years down here in pain and torment, and then when I go with him, I'm not trying to hear that. That's a cop-out, okay? That's what people doing. They're trying to feed you this nonsense, and you heard people say this, and they've been saying it because they said it when I was a kid, and they still saying it. And I'm 55 now, so they still saying it. So I ain't trying to hear that, okay? So feed that to somebody else. I didn't search the scriptures. I'm of age. When I was a child, I act like a child, spoke like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And now, this is the time. So, you get at me. Here's the phone, area code 607-272-0319. If you found it, because I know you didn't find it, because it ain't in there. That's why. And I went to the king on this one.
So, yeah. Be careful.
Thank you.
So, whatever it is, make sure. That's why we always say, do your research.
Thank you.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Don't believe what somebody tell you. Don't believe it, because they may not know themselves.
That's right.
And they listening to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe it. Do your own research. Research. And like when they tell you in school, little ones, all right? All of y'all that's in school, from the 1st grade on up to the 12th, remember one thing, all right? They'll tell you one thing in school. There's some things that they're not teaching you in school that happen, all right? Especially in history, okay? Don't believe everything that they tell you. Look it up. Look it up. Because there's some things that they're not telling you, and there's some things in history that they're not wanting you to know.
That's right.
So look it up. Do your research. Check it out. Because the person that's teaching you may not know.
That's right.
Because they're listening to somebody
else.
So check it out.
That's right.
Always do your research so you know. All right? And if you can bring it to them, not to embarrass them, not to show them up, but show them you did your homework. All right? That's what you do. Research. That's why they call it research. Look into it.
That's what it's called. You know, it's like, hey, listen, this is what we try to do. We try to get things under control, get things right, because right now, you know, chaos. This what's going on. This is chaos, you know, and it's like, you know, everybody's saying one thing and they doing something different, and they telling you something and it ain't coming off the way when you do your research or you do your investigation or when you do whatever you do, it ain't coming off right, you know. And this is what we're saying. We dealing with judges. We dealing with the court systems. We dealing with a lot of things, and a lot of things ain't coming off. Okay, it ain't coming off the way it's supposed to. Okay, and we see this, and you know, this is what we are saying, and we involved, and we're gonna, you know, have to bring people, make them accountable, you know, because once you bring stuff to them, knowledge to them, and you bring the truth to them, they become accountable, you know, and sometimes you have to make them accountable to this,
You know?
but
Yeah.
that's
right.
our time. So we, you know, hey, we gonna let you know next week if you have anything else that we gonna search and research and get into, we'll let you know. But our time is up tonight. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era than then. After election, them cut them one. Get a use. Take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era than then. After election, them cut them one. Get a use. Take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground.